Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be returning to ReZero. We will be returning. I don't know, I thought I had something there. It sounded bad when I said it out loud though. Um, but yeah, we are going to be checking out episode number 3 today. I'm really excited. Episode 2 left off on a really crazy cliffhanger kind of where we don't know what's going to come next, you know, with Emilia showing up. And yeah, it's just a mystery now whether they will get out of there before Elsa shows up or not. Or this will be the first time we actually see Elsa and Emilia meet and stare down, face off, whatever it happens to be that comes out of that scenario. I'm really excited to see because I imagine there's some sort of history between the two or families or something like that, because in episode 1 when Subaru mentioned that he would be returning the insignia to Emilia, Elsa, that's when she started killing everyone. So there's some bad blood there. There's something there. There's some history that I'm not aware of yet, but I'm really excited to find out. And I'm hoping that this episode will kind of give us an insight into that and give us a little sprinkle of a tease, perhaps. So here we go. Episode number 3. Really excited. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know if you're enjoying these videos so far and what I could maybe do to improve them or anything like that. You know, I love hearing what you guys feel about the series, and I love the little bits of information you give me as I continue throughout this. Please, as always, refrain from spoilers. This is a series I'm really invested in already, and I don't want any spoilers because I like to theory craft and I like to come up with my own ideas. And yeah, that's really all I have to say. I'm just now going to start episode number 3. Here we go. ReZero. Really excited. Let's go. I guess right before I start, a couple of things. One, the ending song for ReZero has been in my head non-stop since I watched the last episode. I have been listening to it quite a bit in my free time. It is such a banger. I really do love it. Myth and Royd, crazy as always. Another thing is that I realized when I was editing that when I was talking during the ending section of episode 2, I was like, oh, Subaru's going to be in deep shit now because Emilia knows. Emilia forgot because Subaru died in the meantime since he called her Satla and since she showed up at the tavern. So there's, you know, a bit of memory loss there. So I don't think he's in as deep shit as he thinks, but we'll see how this plays out regardless. So let's just dive right into this. Here we go.
よかった、いてくれて。今度は逃がさないから。
どうしてあの子がここに？まだ明るい時間なのに。ひょっとして俺がいなけりゃこんだけ早くたどり着けたってことか。
Oh, that's funny.
あんた、いい加減諦めろっつうのに。残念だけど、諦められないものだから、おとなしくすれば痛い思いはさせないわ。
Oh shit, she's bringing the blizzard. Green?
私からの要求は一つ。気象を返して。あれは大切なものなの。
Yeah, something else I noticed is that the insignia, it shows it really old and kind of like with dirt all over it at the beginning of episode 1. So whatever it is for this insignia, it's more important than we are led to believe. A half-elf. What's the secret with half-elves or elves? There's more to them.
私がエルフなのは半分だけだから。ハーフエルフ？それも金髪？まさか他人の空似よ。私だって迷惑してるもの。兄ちゃん。
Yeah, see, she helped the child herself.
世界を何度繰り返しても変わってない。
And this way she helped the child sooner than she would have if you were there. Oh shit! The way he called out to Puck, oh, that was cool. That was cool.
ナイスパック。まだ5時前勤務時間内で助かった。ありがとうよ。
精霊、精霊ね。
Oh well, here's Elsa. This is not gonna be good. Oh. Oh. I wonder what color the insides are. No.
持ち主まで持ってこられては商談なんてとてもとても。だから予定を変更したのよ。この場にいる関係者は皆殺し。
Everyone.
仕事を全うできなかった。
こんな小さいガキいじめて楽しんでんじゃねえよ。あれは大好き
Little kid.
ベルトだって精一杯強く生きてんだよ。
Guts berserk?
予定狂ったからちゃぶ台ひっくり返して全部おじゃんってガキかってめえは。命を大事にしろ。腹切られるとどんだけ痛いか知ってんのか。俺は知ってます。
何を言ってるの
Subaru.
自分の中の思わぬ正義感と義境心に任せてこの世の理不尽を弾劾中だ
Wow,
よ。
look at him.
俺にとっての理不尽はつまりお前で、この状況でチャンネルはそのままでどうぞ。はい時間稼ぎ終了。やっちまえパック。
後世に残したい見事な無様さだったね。ご期待に応え
That's so funny.
まだ自己紹介もしてなかったね、お嬢さん。僕の名前はパック。名前だけでも覚えて言ってね。
Man, Puck's so cool.
備えはしておくものね。
Damn. Oh shit, was that like some sort of cloak?
精霊術の使い手をなめないこと。
Oh, this fight, I love it already.
使い慣れしてるな。女の子なの。あら、女の子扱いされるなんて随分と久しぶりなのだけれど。
I wish there was a little more lighting in this tavern so I could see this a bit more. But I love the fluidity of Elsa just now.
そろそろ5時を回るか。
Ah, shit.
あら、せっかく楽しみになってきたのに釣れないわ。モテるオスの辛いところだね。女の子の方が寝かせてくれないんだから。でもほら、夜更かしするとお肌に悪いからそろそろ幕引きといこうか。
It's bad for your skin. Oh shit. Ah, that was smart.
にばらまいていたわけじゃないんだよ。おやすみ。
Oh shit. She got out of it. Ah. How did she get out of it?
素敵。死んじゃうかと思ったわ。
She ripped her foot out. That's crazy.
ごめん、すごい眠い。ちょっと舐めてかかってた。ま切れで消えちゃう。あとはこっちでどうにかするから今は休んで。ありがとね。
Puck, no.
何かあれば僕は契約に従う。いざとなったらオドを絞り出してでも僕を呼び出すんだよ。
Your Odo. There's mention of that Odo again. We got that in episode 1. Oh my god. Oh shit. Wow, that's really cool. What the hell? The whole sole of her foot was ripped off and she just made a shoe. Oh. Okay, I'm glad someone said it.
分かってるっつうの。
I was thinking it.
そろそろ動かねえといけねえってな。
Now the magic isn't flying all around the place.
ちょっと救われた。ちょっとだけだけどな。
A little kid.
私はこれでも15だ。
She's 15?
ほとんど変わんねえだろ。
俺は今年で
But yeah, I'm glad they're addressing ages. That's something I was wondering. Oh shit. Oh, don't kill him. He's gonna get sliced open again, isn't he? Oh god. Oh.
あなたが力持ちだからこんなこともできたのよ。
Ooh. He's okay, right? He's not dead. Please.
こうなりゃもう一回死に戻ってやり直すか。
Oh god.
いや、もうあんな苦しい
Yeah, seriously. Okay, I'm glad that's being mentioned.
死にたくねえ。
Nobody would want to do that.
結局は生ある限りは精一杯あがくしかないってことか。
All Might? He's gonna jump in front of it. Oh shit! Hydara? Hydra? What is that?
なんだそりゃ。私にケツまくって逃げろってのか。
Absolutely.
ケツまくってすっぽ巻いて逃げちまえ。お前は15で俺は18。多分お前がこの中で一番年下ってことになる。したらお前が生きる確率が一番高いとか選ぶのが当たり前だ。当たり前なんだ。
Holy shit! I guess Subaru has the knowledge of even if he dies, he'll return. Whereas if there's a chance, everyone can get out of this right now. Holy shit, Subaru?
でも思いのほかつま先がいって。
Yo, Subaru the goat? Maybe? Yeah, keep going, Felt. Run and find Reinhard. Maybe he's on his way here because Subaru mentioned it.
秘められた真の力とかがあるなら
Now's the time to use it.
出しといた方がいいと思うぜ。
切り札はあるけど使うと私以外は誰も残らないわよ。
自爆は勘弁。お願いだから早まらないでね。
使ったりしないわよ。まだ一生懸命あなたが頑張ってるのに。
Aw. All these memories that she doesn't even remember. That's like the saddest thing about this.
てめえぶっ飛ばして。ハッピーエンドだ。
Hell yeah!
女か。
あなたが先に絡め取られるのは間違いないのだけれど。
Oh, he's getting sliced up. Holy shit.
はい、掴んだ。
Don't slice his leg!
そこまでだ。
Is it Reinhard? Did he come? Did he remember the Subaru mentioned? It is! Let's go!
あなたは
I knew he had to show up. I knew it. Oh, I want to see this fight. I want to see what Reinhard can do. This sword saint. That's actually so sad. Ah. He was on the way. Damn, he always helps those in need. Even on his days off. The Bile Hunter. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah.
そう、騎士の中の騎士、剣聖の家系ね。
Born as the sword
こんな
saint.
に楽しい相手ばかりだ
He
ねっ
didn't
て。
earn the title.
いろいろと聞きたいこともある。投稿をおすすめしますが。
This OST for Reinhard, so cool.
僕の専売特許でもあるんだ。
It's like an everything is going to be okay, I am here sort of OST.
すぐに治療しないと。
Like it's very regal
このじいさん、お前の気
and
性
triumphant.
女性相手にあまり乱暴はしたくないんですが。
Oh shit.
噂通り。いえ、噂以上の存在なのね。
After 1
ご
second?
期待に添えるかどうか。
その腰の剣は使わないのかしら。伝説の切れ味。味わってみたいの。
Oh, is he gonna fight without the sword? Oh, that's so cool.
鞘から刀身が出ていないということは、その時ではないということです。
安く見られる。
He's so cool.
僕個人としては困らされる判断ですよ。ですから、こちらで相手させてもらいます。
素敵だわ。
Uh,
楽しませてちょうだいね。
the way they animate her face. Oh shit.
失ったのなら投稿をおすすめします。
牙がなくなれば爪で。
I use my
爪がなくなれば
claws.
骨で。骨がなくなれば命で。
Holy
そ
shit.
れが腹渡がりのやり方よ。
まさかラインハルトですら決め手にかけるってんじゃねえだろうな。
私が精霊術を使ってるから彼は本気が出せないの。
どういう因果関係？
ラ
Yeah.
インハルトが本当に戦うつもりになれば待機中のマナは私にそっぽ向くのよ。そろそろ治療が終わる。
Ah, so Reinhardt's using mana, and there's only a set amount of mana within a space. Ah, that's interesting. Oh shit!
てくれるの？
アストレア家の剣撃を。
Astrea family.
腹渡がり。
Elsa Granherd?
剣聖の家系
Her?
ラインハルト・バン・アストレア。
Oh shit! Whoa! Look at that! Oh, I love it. The whole building's just destroyed at this point. Yeah, literally. Holy shit, and that's not even using his sword.
何か怪物狩りは自分の領分だ。お前の方が十分ボケるじゃねえか。そう言われるとさすがに僕も。
Yeah, literally, what kind of comment was that? Oh shit. Ooh, okay. That was nice.
影も残ってね。これが剣振っただけの現場か。
無事に終わったの？
ああ、本当の意味でどうにかな。
ジロジロとどうしたの？すごく失礼だと思うけど。
いや、手足はもちろん首もちゃんとついてるよな。
That's nice. Yeah, we made
で
it.
しょ？怖いこと言わないでくれる？
I really thought this was not going to
当たり
end
前だよな。もちろん俺の手もついてるし、
in a way that we
背中にナイフ
went
が入ってい
forward.
なけりゃ腹にでかい風穴が開いてたりもしないぜ。
That's
生えて
true.
たり開いてたりした時期があるみたいな言い方するわね。
You'd be
そんな時期もあっ
surprised.
たけどね。
Yeah.
ここは俺の顔に免じて氷の彫像の刑は見送ってくれよ。
The ice
そんな
statue
暗号しないわ。
punishment.
というか、あなたの顔に免じてって。
スバル
No way. After all that?
偉いわ。
この子はまた邪魔を。
Okay, he blocked it, right?
いずれこの場にいる全員の
That's gonna come around and hit someone.
それまではせいぜい腹渡を可愛がっておいて。
Oh, she's leaving. Okay.
ずいぶんと遠回りしまったけど、やっとここまでたどり着いた。
Don't cough up blood right now.
俺
Oh!
スバル俺ってば今まさに君を強靭から守り抜いた命の恩
He
人。
did the
ここま
dance.
で OK？
オーケー。
命の恩人レスキュー俺、そしてそれに助けられたヒロインね。そんなら相応の礼があってもいいんじゃないかないかな。
分かってるわよ。私にできることならって条件付きだけど。
なら俺の願いはオンリー
Take me with you.
こだけだ。君の名前を教えてほしい。
The voice change. Oh, that's really sweet though. Emilia, there it is.
私
Oh,
の名前はエミリア。
oh, that's so sweet.
ありがとう、スバル。私を助けてくれて。
Oh, look at the smile and the little giggle. That was adorable. That was so adorable.
嘆いて、あれだけ痛い思いをして、あれだけ命がけで戦い抜いて、
It feels worth it.
その報酬が彼女の名前と笑顔が
Oh.
一つ。まったく割に合わねえ。
Unequal compensation, but that's enough. You're happy.
これがなければ。
Oh shit. Oh shit.
やばい。これ俺にも先が読めた。
No way. Oh, I thought we were past it. Oh no.
焦ったりしててもマジ可愛いな。
That's so
異世界
sad.
ファンタジー。
Apologies for the dog barking in the
ところで
background.
エミリア様、彼、スバルとはどういうご関係ですか？
Here it comes, the OST
引きずり？
ending.
今まで
Acquaintance
スバルと会った覚えはないわ。ここでついさっき会ったのが初めてのは
As
ずなんだ
far as you know, yeah.
ですが彼はあなたを探していました。
こっちで連れ帰り
He's
ます
not dead?
その方が事情もはっきりするし。
Ah, he's not dead. Nice. Okay.
あの
It was shallow.
おじいさんはどうなるの？
職務上見逃すことはできない部類であると考えます。
But unofficially,
で
you
す
will.
があいにく自分は今日は
Let's go.
悪い騎士様ね。じいちゃんみてえなもんだな。そう。私の家族も一人だけ。
Oh, really?
肝心な時に眠りこけてるし。
Puck?
起きてる時には絶対にそんなことは言えないけど。
Aw.
取ったもんは返す。
Aw.
大事なもんなら今度から取られねえようにちゃんと隠せよ。ラインハルト？痛いっつの話せ。
なんてことだ。
Ooh.
君の名前は？
フェルトと
仮名は？年齢はいくつだい？
仮面なんて大層なもんは持っちゃいねえよ。年は多分
But
15
she
ぐらい。
stole it. Was he not
誕生日が
listening?
分からねえからちょっと話せよ。
エミリア様、先ほどのお約束は守れなくなりました。彼女の身柄は自分が預からせていただきます。
理由を聞いても気象盗難での罰というなら。
それも決して小さくない罪ですが、今こうして目の前の光景を見過ごすことの罪深さと比べれば
What?
些細なことに過ぎません。
あんま調子乗ん
Oh, shit. Okay, you can do
騎士様ら
that.
しくないやり方。
加減は心得ております。エミリア様、また近いうちに呼び出しがあるかと思われます。
Wow, look at that yellow ass moon.
落ち着いて月を見られるのは今日が最後かもし
Ooh,
れないな。
that is a crazy thing to say. Holy shit. What's gonna happen next? What? Oh, that was really good. Yeah, I honestly have no idea where to even start with this episode. This episode was crazy. It had a lot of stuff going on in there. I'll start at the start, obviously. You know, we'll go from sequence to sequence, or I'll do my best. I'll probably go all over the place at some point. But, you know, the episode began. We had Emilia show up. Felt was like, what's going on here? The old man was like, what's going on here? Subaru was trying to negotiate with Emilia, being like, hey, now that you're here, I guess we got to get the insignia up because, you know, you're the owner and you're here, you found it, blah, blah, blah. Subaru realized also that Emilia would have got here a lot sooner, way before, well, not way before, but definitely before 5 p.m., which is the indication to us that they got there a lot sooner than they would have without Subaru intervening. As we saw in episode 1, and that in itself is pretty funny because you know, we then get to see that Emilia's sequence of events play out in a similar way, except they don't spend a large chunk of time looking for Felt. She ends up finding the child who is crying, looking for their parents, and then through that she finds the parents, learns the information a lot sooner, and then travels off to the tavern or whatever this place is called that we see here. And she does that a lot sooner than she would have with Subaru, and Subaru himself realizes that, and I think that's really funny that it's not just kind of like passed off or forgotten about. It's actually like commented on. However, right after that, that is then when Elsa shows up. She almost kills Emilia in a second, only Subaru calls out to Puck to use, you know, some sort of shielding, and Puck even says themselves, they're like, wow, I've just got that up by the skin of my teeth. So, you know, Subaru literally saved Emilia's life right there by calling out to Puck, but that should be a moment between Puck and Emilia that they're like, wait, how does this guy know about Puck, never mind Puck's name? And so, but they don't actually like really dwell on that whatsoever. I don't think it's even like brought up. It's just kind of like, oh wow, thank you, and then the fight starts. So I'd love to hear in the next episode, episode 4, when, or episode, yeah, episode 4, sorry, episode 4, when, you know, Emilia has taken Subaru in and is questioning him, if she actually asks about how he knows about Puck, first of all, how he knew about what Puck could do, and all of that stuff, as well as what his knowledge of Emilia is and how he knows her and the relationship that they have. And I wonder then if Subaru will actually divulge that information to her, or if he'll withhold it to himself. Because I can see the pros and cons of both. You know, sharing that with Emilia, sharing that with Puck, perhaps, it shows a sense that he trusts them, and also trying to come to an understanding and everything like that. But if he shares that with them, they're going to think he's crazy. They're not going to believe him, and they're going to, you know, think he's lying and try to get to the bottom of the truth when, you know, the truth is that what he just told them. So I think it would be really interesting to see how that plays out, whether he'll share that or not. Another thing, I was absolutely dreading the thought of Subaru dying this episode. I was really just expecting it because it felt like it was setting up a sequence that, you know, Subaru would learn all this stuff and he would then go back and, you know, make things a bit easier. So in that sense, what I thought would happen would be that he would die, though he doesn't want to. Obviously, nobody would want to. The pain is obviously excruciating, and I love that they're actually like focusing on that and showcasing to us that. And I really, really, really love that scene where Subaru himself was having that inner monologue about, I don't want to die again, but it might be the only way to succeed here. It might be the only way to go beyond where we are right now. I might have to die again, but the pain, I don't want to experience that pain. And I just thought that was really well done, and I think that it really just gave us this sense that this isn't just a throwaway ability. Like, you might think, you know, as a viewer, you might be like, yeah, just like die and restart, you know, it'll make things easier, that way you can start over and make less mistakes. But you're telling him to die. Like, you realize what you're saying, right? That's crazy talk. And I love that they're focusing on that, and I love that that's not just something that they don't talk about ever. And I don't want to see him ever get used to it, because that would kind of detract from my feelings of feeling not invested, but I wouldn't be able to relate, I guess, because it's not a normal thing. And so if Subaru starts making it a normal thing, I feel like that's a little weird. We got to see a lot of what Emilia and Puck could do, especially when they fight together. I think that was really cool, seeing all the kind of like blizzard spells, ice spells, whatever it was, but them having a green glow. I don't know if that was just because of the type of lighting that was in the tavern. The blue maybe would have had a weird look to it because of how dark the tavern was, but it was interesting that it was green. I don't know if that's kind of indicating that they're pulling from a certain type of mana reserve or anything like that, or maybe it is literally the color isn't important, but it's just the fact that the coloration of the tavern, and it was to make it stand out more. Maybe that's all it was to it. But seeing them fight alongside each other was so cool. I love just how they were both doing their own thing, but they were both trying to take down Elsa. And Elsa's movement, Elsa's acrobatics and blade work ability were so fun to follow. She was all over the place. She was like a spider monkey. I know that there was a reference to, a Black Widow at one point in this episode, and yeah, that makes sense. She is all over the place. She's clinging to the walls. She's got them trapped in her web, as I think she said, and she was just really killing it. The animation was really fun. I loved what they did with all the characters here, and it's really cool seeing the way that magic is used in this series, because they don't need staffs or anything like that. They can just use their hands. And I think that that's a really cool way of doing it. Maybe that's just an elf thing or a half elf thing. I'm not sure. I'd need to see more, obviously. But then also seeing the way it played out, it's just really cool. Then Subaru having this moment of realization of, he kind of realizes, like, despite the fact he doesn't want to die, he doesn't want to see any of them die either. He doesn't want to see any of them get hurt. So he puts himself in harm's way in order to help protect them. And I think that's really telling of his character. I think that it really shows the brave side of him. Like that side that just wants to see good, that side that just doesn't want to see anything bad come to any of them. I think he's making these decisions really snap judgmenty because he has to, but I think that he's making good calls and good decisions, and I love that about his character. I think that he's a really, I don't know if the right word is like valiant or anything like that, but he's a great main character, and I just love his goofiness but also seriousness and silliness, and just everything mixed together make this great main character here. And seeing then when he steps up and he starts fighting Elsa with Emilia because Puck has to go to sleep, I think that was really interesting. Also, to circle back to what I was talking about earlier, I thought that the way this episode would go would be that he would die, and then that would mean that he would go back, find Emilia, and try to move things along a lot faster so that he could have Puck go to sleep when he meets Emilia. So then that means that Puck is ready, Puck has the energy when the fight is actually happening, and Puck can do a lot more. I thought that's maybe how this would go down, and that's maybe what Subaru would be learning in this episode, but I guess it played out in a different way, and I think that was really cool the way it did change up my expectations. I just love being subverted when it's done well, and this was done extremely well here. Old Man Rom, he's just so cool. I really like Old Man Rom. He's just a really nice character. He's really thoughtful, and I love that about him. But obviously the main thing for this episode for me, besides seeing Emilia fight and holding her own and everything, the main thing for me here was Reinhard showing up. That was just so cool. I knew that it would happen because when Subaru mentioned to Reinhard, he was like, "Oh, come to the tavern," or whatever it was called, the old auction house, I think it was called. Reinhard's like, "What?" And Subaru's just like, "Never mind, I'll deal with it by myself." But I felt like in my head, I was like, that's not just a throwaway line. That's going to be important. And so it was important. He shows up, and he ends up, you know, saving the day. Like, he is absolutely cracked. He is insane. He's so powerful. And right now, I feel like Reinhard is the most powerful character we met. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Buts, that he is by far the most powerful character so far in the series that we have been introduced to, at least that we know of. And he was able to pull out some crazy shit to the point that he almost killed Elsa, but she was able to, I guess, somehow get away from it. And yeah, it was just so cool. Reinhard, the absolute beast that he is. I loved his, you know, compassion. I love the fact that he doesn't turn his head to the cries or the hopes and wants of need for help, whatever it is, from anyone. He shows up and he saves the day, and he does it in so much style. He does it with so much conviction, I would say, and he's just such a cool character. I really like the character already. Another thing that I guess I forgot about, but I'm just remembering now, is when Emilia is talking to Elsa. No, it's Felt. She's talking to Felt, and she mentions, you know, oh, we're not the same person, but it causes both of us bother. So that's another half elf with silver hair. And if I was to guess, I would say that's probably the main antagonist from season 2, because I know when I was checking out the openings and it was like, oh, season 2, I was at one point, I think, confusing that antagonist with Emilia in that video, but Pinesino, I'm pretty sure when I was recording, was like, I'll just tell you right now, those are not the same character. So I feel like that's probably who that is, because, you know, the illusion of silver hair and everything like that. But I don't know then how that causes both of them bother. I can see how it would cause Emilia bother, because that's someone who is perhaps antagonistic, but then the antagonist type character, I don't know how that would cause her bother, whether it's because the families or the family, whether it's a relative of her or not. You know, there's some tension, there's some sort of history there that's not altogether good. Yeah, I need more information, but I love the tease. I love that they sprinkled a little bit in here this episode, and it's kind of like a, what's that about? We'll get to learn more later at some point. Also, another mention of, I can't remember what it was called, but it was like Odo or something. I need to know more about that when it eventually happens. When Emilia calls upon her Odo. There's not really much more to talk about this episode besides, you know, the closing moments with Subaru saving Emilia's life and basically being like, you know, his goofy self where he's doing the John Travolta pose and stuff, and all he does is asks for one favor, and she's like, well, if it's within my power, I will do my best. And she's scared. She doesn't know what he's going to say. She's worried. And all he does is, in a very cool guy voice, he's just like, tell me your name. And she just starts giggling, and she's like, Emilia, my name is Emilia. And it's so cute, it's so adorable, it's so nice to see. Like, it's just a really cool, really heartwarming moment to see her smiling and giggling like that. And obviously Subaru himself even comments on it. He's like, wow, that feels like unfair compensation or unjust compensation, you know, all that I did, all that I went through for your name and a laugh. But he's not complaining. He's happy, it makes him happy, and he's happy about it. He's content with the outcome. But then obviously, you know, Reinhard sees that Felt goes to hand over the insignia. He shits himself, or not shits himself, but gets really like, oh, when he sees the insignia. But I don't understand, like, it's not making sense to me how he gets like that when he sees the insignia, but it's not the insignia he actually is worried about or that he cares about. It's Felt who stole the insignia. Like, I don't get it, but I'm sure we'll learn more. I'm sure that will be revealed in future. Maybe I can come up with something when I'm editing this. If I do, I'll put that in text on the screen or something. But yeah, right now I don't have anything. She doesn't have a family name. She's 15 and her name is Felt. That's all we know about her. And, you know, she has Old Man Rom as the only family she knows. And yeah, I guess Felt is also a character with a lot of mystery, but we shall come to learn more about her and more about her character as time goes on. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I had an absolute blast with it. It was really fun. I love the action. I love the animation. I love the OST. Let me just say as well, the OST for Reinhard showing up, so cool. I loved it. I love how every character has this different OST that just feels so fitting for them. And Reinhardt's is really one that's sticking out to me right now. But this was an absolute killer episode. I really loved it. And I cannot wait to return to the series with episode number 4. So we will hopefully see that video on Saturday. I'm aiming to have Tuesday and Saturday uploads for ReZero, so stay tuned for Saturday, episode 4. Yes, episode 4. This was so fun, and yeah, I can't wait to do it again. So thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know if you're looking forward to the next episode. And yeah, that's all I have to say. So I hope you're having a great day and that you're able to take it easy. Take care.